Hello, and welcome to Life of a Boss, the podcast, hosted by entrepreneur, public speaker, and mentor, Jason Hardin. This podcast is all about helping audiences create and reach their own definition of success through positive thinking, perseverance, and personal development. Having survived extreme obstacles from an early age, such as cancer, poverty, abuse, family dysfunction, and even homelessness, Jason has learned how to master the art of resilience and defy all odds to become the boss he is today. So, get ready for some serious game and remember to keep an open mind. Now, without further delay, here is your host, Jason Hardin.
Hello and thank you once again. It is Jason Hardin back for another great and spectacular, wonderful, all those other positive adverbs and verbs and adjectives. Those are adjectives. But anyway, all that good stuff, man. And I'm back again. And as always, we want to give you game. I want to give you all the tools, or at least some of them, that can help you get to that next level. Whether that be a next level in your personal life, next level in business, next level in your community. It's all about getting to that next level. It starts within, so everything I teach or talk about on here is usually stuff that you apply to yourself first. It ain't fixing somebody else. It's everything, all the solutions we're looking for in life usually start within us. So that's what this is all about, personal development and being a boss through personal development. Anyway, today is a very fun episode. I don't know why, I just like this type of subject, but it's teaching others how to treat you. You guys don't, some of you might be upset or might cringe when I talk about stuff like that, but me, I love teaching others how to treat me. It's not something, it's not a chore to me. I take the opportunity to do it every chance I get. And I might make examples of people while I'm doing it, so everybody else knows how to treat me. And I say that because, you have to set standards. And I guess that's why I think teaching others how to treat you is so important, because you want to set standards in your life because you want control. Teaching others how to treat you is basically having control over yourself, how you feel about you, and how you move about through life, and how you interact with folks. And you don't have to interact with folks the way other people make you interact with them. Because you also are in control of how you treat others. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into how we teach others how to treat us. And like I said, the first thing is have standards. Have basically non-negotiables. Have things that you are not going to tolerate in your life. Have things you are not going to allow somebody else to do with you. First one, I would say to everybody, I hope one of your non-negotiables is you will not let somebody else put their hands on you. Please do not allow anybody to willingly be able to put their hands on you. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because that should be a non-negotiable for everybody. I don't like to speak for everybody when I say, man, what my non-negotiables are, what my feelings are, and what my preferences are. But when it comes to putting your hands on me, that should be across the board. Don't put your hands on anybody. And don't let anybody put their hands on you. If you're in an abusive relationship, an unhealthy relationship, leave. It should be a non-negotiable. It should be non-negotiables are things you will not tolerate. You will not let nobody get a second chance to do. You will not let them. You know what I'm saying? What they do is their business. You will not allow them to even correct that. You're moving on. That's a non-negotiable. I will never give somebody a second chance to disrespect me in a way that I won't allow. That in a way that I say is my non-negotiable. So putting my hands on somebody else or somebody putting their hands on me, totally not allowed. Non-negotiable. Some other non-negotiable is how people address you. Maybe what people call. People call you or something. And I say it's all about what you answer to. Have you ever heard that term? It's not what people call you, it's about what you answer to. That's very important. That's actually a way to teach people how to treat you. If you say, hey, dummy, and you turn your head, guess what? You're a dummy. But if they say, hey, dummy, or hey, fool, hey, boy, and you ignore that shit, they're going to have to teach you. They're going to have to call you something else. They're going to have to find a different term that's more suitable to you. Now you're already teaching somebody. See how that works? It's not controlling what somebody else does. Teaching people how to treat you is not controlling that person. It's controlling yourself. See, I don't want anybody to get this misconstrued where they take this and start telling people how to treat them. No, this isn't that. You're not telling people how to treat you. You're teaching them. You're showing them. And one way to show is through an example. I treat people how I want to be treated. I say sir. I say ma'am. I say please, thank you. I open doors. I'm not above all that. You know what I'm saying? But to not do it is beneath me. You know what I'm saying? So goes back into those standards. You got to have standards. If you don't have standards, it doesn't matter how anybody treats you, right? And if you don't have standards, then you pretty much don't care about how you treat others. That's not how we live. That's not how a boss lives. I'm trying to teach you how to be bosses. I'm trying to show you what that boss mentality is like. And this is a big part of it. Teaching people how to treat you. One thing that I also got to say, you got to know when to separate. I think that's one of the things that people really have trouble with when teaching other people how to treat them or when they're being treated a certain way. I think that some folks don't know when to leave. And I think some people are waiting for permission or a perfect time and all that. I think the perfect time is when that person crosses one of your non-negotiables. Whatever that be. Put your hands on me, disrespect me so many times, not making an effort to do better when I say something hurts me and you're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that non-negotiable is, once somebody crosses it, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? It is time to go. And that means from a spouse. That could mean a parent. Might have to detach your way from a parent. Because I'm going to tell you one of the things you might not want to hear, but anybody can be toxic. Let's start there. Anybody has the power and potential to be toxic. Your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your son, your grandmama, anybody has the potential to be toxic. So family relationships or connections don't mean nothing when you have to separate. People are people first, and nobody has the right to mistreat you. Nobody has the right to cross your non-negotiables if you don't allow it. So you got to know when to separate yourself. And that goes to the same, that goes the same for a job. A job, a career that you don't want, you don't like. The boss is talking to you all crazy, man. You ain't with that. They're disrespecting your time. They're making you work overtime with no notice. They're calling you in on days off. They're not giving you any leeway in your schedule. Man, if that's your non-negotiable, leave. You got to know when to separate yourself from your living situation. Where certain people are stealing from you and you don't feel safe in your own home and there's a bunch of drama and conflict and abuse and fighting and scuffling, leave. Because if you stay in negative situations, people think you allow it and people will keep giving it to you. Anyway, that's my time, y'all. I love y'all. I hope y'all learned something, and I hope you guys treat yourselves a little better by teaching other people how to treat you. Anyway, I love y'all. That's my time. Life of a Boss. We out of here.
Did anything stand out to you in today's show? If so, let us know. Your questions, comments, and concerns are important to Jason, as he is determined to always deliver to you only the most impactful information and content. Until next time, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and leave a review whenever possible. You may visit lifeofaboss.net for more episodes and great resources to help you become the absolute boss that you were meant to be. You can also follow Jason on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hardin. Thank you. And to never forget that success is a lifestyle.